all, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey in the world of IPR by a series of question sets of the Patents Act 1970 and the Patents Rules 2003. Questions only can give us freedom from our mental cages. So, never stop questioning. Okay, so with this beautiful thought, let us continue our journey in the question series. Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us continue our journey in the world of patents. Okay, so here you can see the key term here written is opposition. Okay, and in the picture we can see there are very two beautiful roses, but yeah, both are not similar. Okay, so as they are having different properties, different features, opposition can happen. Okay, so here the key term I have taken is opposition. Okay, and a great man has said it is opposition which foretells success. Where there is no opposition, there is no success either. That means opposition is not bad. Opposition is also needed sometimes. Some many more examples can be given that for a democracy, opposition is needed. So many things are there we can say. So literally we can cite various examples on opposition. Okay, so here just take a look what happens. That means this flower is opposing this flower. Okay, just a symbolic picture, nothing else. Why I am telling all these things? Because the form number we are going to discuss today is form number 14. Okay, so till now we have discussed about all the relevant sections and rules based on up to form number 13. That means up to form number 13 we have completed all the relevant rules and sections. Okay, so today is the turn for form number 14, and form number 14 talks about opposition. Okay, that's why I have told you so many things. Okay, so this is the literary world, this is the nature we can say, but we will go to our legal world and see and observe and watch how the term opposition has a very significant value there. Okay, so let us continue. Go to form number 14. The title is Notice of Opposition to Amendment or Restoration or Surrender of Patent or Grant of Compulsory License or Revision of Terms thereof or to a Correction of Clerical Errors. So all these things are included here in form 14. It is a lengthy one. The title is a lengthy one. Okay, and the related sections and rules are also we can say the number is more. Sections related are, the related sections are 57, 61, 63, 78 and 87, and the related rules are 81, 85, 87, 98, 101 and 124. Fine. So here let us briefly describe the related sections. Section 57 says amendment of application and specification or any document related thereto before the controller. Section 61 is procedure for disposal of applications for restoration of lapsed patents. Section 63 is surrender of patents, and the title of section 78 is power of controller to correct clerical errors, etc. Section 87, procedure for dealing with applications under section 84 and 85. Okay, and the related rules we will discuss briefly. Rule 81 says amendment of application specification or any document relating thereto. Rule 85 says opposition to restoration under section 61. Rule 87 is surrender of patents. Rule 98 is notice of opposition under section 87 subsection 2. Rule 101 is procedure to be followed in case of application under section 88 subsection 4. Rule 124 is manner and time of opposition to the making of corrections. So you can see as a whole here there are a number of keywords. One keyword is amendment, one is restoration, one is surrender, grant of compulsory license, revision of terms, correction of clerical errors. So many terms are there, and here you can relate these terms here. Section 57 amendment of application, rule 81 amendment of application. Okay, and here section 63 is surrender of patents, and here rule 87 is surrender of patents. Fine. So similarly you can relate all this, particularly the subsections of the sections and the subrules of the rules, with this form number 14. So let us proceed to form number. After refreshing our memory from the old slide about form number 14 and its relevant sections and rules, it automatically comes to our mind that if form number 14 talks about opposition, then also that means earlier we have also read about some more forms which were talking about the term opposition. Yes, it automatically comes. So that's why I have prepared a table here for comparison. Okay, so let us see. Form number 7. The title is Notice of Opposition. Form number 7A. The title is Representation for Opposition to Grant of Patent. And form number 14 says Notice of Opposition to Amendment or Restoration or Surrender of Patent or Grant of Compulsory License or Revision of Terms thereof or to a correction of clerical errors. Okay. So when you compare these three forms, I think it will be crystal clear for you to differentiate between the three, and you will not be confused anymore. Okay friends, that's why I have tried to compare all the three forms here for a clear understanding. Fine. Now it's the time to talk about the specific what? Now it's the time to talk about the specific section. If we go to the old slide where we have discussed about the form number 14, and that means where we were actually establishing the relationship between form 14 and rules and sections, relevant rules and sections, there we can find that the first section we need to talk about is section number 57. Okay, but in our earlier lectures I have already prepared that PPT on the form on the section number 57 in a detailed manner. So no need to go to details on section 57. You can go to that particular video lecture for a detailed explanation. Okay, that's why we will jump up here to section 61. Okay, so let us continue. So friends, after refreshing our memory from the old slides, let us continue with our question series. Question number 1. Power of controller to correct clerical errors etc. is the subject matter addressed in which section of the Patents Act 1970? And the answer is section 78. So please refer section 78 of the Patents Act 1970. Fine. Question number 2. Without prejudice to the provisions of section 57, 59 and 44, the controller may correct any clerical error in any patent or specification or other document filed for a patent or any clerical error in any matter entered in the register. Is this true? Yes, the statement is 100% true. And For this, please refer section 78 subsection 1 of the Patents Act 1970. Also, please refer to the sections 44, 57, 59, etc. Just let me tell you the titles for section 7. For section 44, the title is Amendment of Patent Granted to Deceased Applicant. Fine. For section 57, the title is Amendment of Application and Specification or any document relating thereto before controller. Fine. Now for section 59, the title is Supplementary Provisions as to Amendment of Application or Specification. Fine. Also, friends, also refer rules starting from 58 and ending at 63, and also rules starting from 122 and ending at 125. Fine. So let us proceed. Question number 3. A correction is made in pursuance of section 78 either upon a request in writing made by any person interested and accompanied by the prescribed fee or without such a request. Is this true? Is this true? Just a second, friends. Yes, friends, this statement is 100% true. So for this, please refer section 78 subsection 2 of the Patents Act 1970. Fine. Question number 4. The controller notifies the applicant of his proposal for correction of clerical errors. But before making such corrections, he does not provide the applicant or patentee an opportunity of being heard. Is this true? The answer is, friends, no. This is false. Because the correct statement should be like this. Just listen carefully. The controller notifies the applicant of his proposal for correction of clerical errors, but, and just remove this but. Okay. Before making such corrections, he provides the applicant or patentee an opportunity of being heard. Now, this statement is true. So, just discard these two letters, friends. Fine. Or else I would do in a different color. Fine. Fine. And that's why this statement would be false, because here it is mentioned that the controller does not provide the applicant or patentee a chance of being heard. Fine. So please refer section 78 subsection 3 of the Patents Act for the, or we can say for more clarification. Fine. Okay, let us proceed. Question number 5. When the applicant makes a request for correction of clerical error and it appears to the controller that such a correction would materially alter the scope of the invention, he publishes the nature of proposed corrections. Is this true? Yes, this is 100% true. Okay, because here the key point is, friends, if the controller feels that making some clerical errors just materially alters the scope of the invention. Okay, this may happen. To avoid these things, to avoid this type of errors, he publishes the nature of proposed corrections. Fine. So please refer section 78 subsection 3 of the Patents Act 1970 for the same. Fine. 70. Fine. Okay, now we'll go to question number 6. Notice of opposition to amendment or restoration or surrender of patent, grant of compulsory license or revision of terms thereof or to a correction of clerical errors. Okay, now this statement is the subject matter of which form? The answer is form number 14. Okay, where we can say form number 14 is notice of opposition to amendment or restoration or surrender of patent or grant of compulsory license or revision of terms thereof or a correction of clerical errors. For this, I have also given the old slide here where we had tried to establish the relationship between the between the relevant sections, forms, relevant sections, rules and the form. Fine. Okay, let us proceed. Question number 7. Any person interested may give a notice of opposition to the controller within 3 months from the date of publication. Is it true? No, the answer is false because actually the statement is true except at the time period. That means we can say that if we correct the time period here, if we correct the time period, then the statement will be true. So I am correcting the statement. Please listen carefully. Any person interested may give a notice of opposition to the controller within 2 months from the date of publication. Is it true? Yes, this is true. So as the time period is given wrong here, that's why we can say that the statement is false, right? So when we read the statement like any person interested may give a notice of opposition to the controller within 3 months from the date of publication, is it true? The answer will be no, false. Okay. For to be more sure, please refer section 78 subsection 5 of the Patents Act 1975. Question number 8. Which rule is closely associated with section 78? The answer is rule number 122, where the title for rule number 122 is correction of clerical errors. Fine. Question number 9. Section 78 subsection 1 empowers the controller to correct clerical errors, etc. But it does not empower him to make an amendment suo motu. Is this statement true? Yes, this statement is 100% true. Fine. So please refer section 78 of the Patents Act 1970 as a whole. Fine. Now question number 10. Write down a case law if exists for section 78. And the answer will be related case law is Press Metal Corporation Limited versus Nosir Sorabji Pochkanawala. Okay. AIR 1983 Bombay 144. Fine. So in this way friends, question number we can say the question set 23 is completed with all its 10 questions. So please go through all. Please go through the barrack as well. Keep learning, keep enjoying. Fine. The reference is Patents Act 1970 as amended by Amendment Act 2005 and the Patents Rules 2003 as amended by Amendment Rules 2021. Okay friends, thank you all for watching my video and listening to me. Okay, so please like, share and subscribe the channel and please put down your compliments, comments and queries in the comment box. Thank you. God bless you. Stay safe, stay blessed. Jai Hind.